What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, and welcome back to another episode of Predict the Premier League. The Premier League is back. The last international break of the season is put behind us, and we get to concentrate on the final 9 games of the season. The scores on the doors at the moment are 74-65 to me. Let me just remind you how the scoring works. So it's 5 points for a correct scoreline, 1 point for a correct result. And yeah, as I said, 74-65 to me. Are you going to claw it back this week?
Already done it once.
You've done it once, exactly. Can you do it again, though?
Sure. I can do it 1 week. Do it a couple of games.
You could do, but will you?
Games. Yeah, I will. I'm
will.
Confident. Maybe not this week, but over the, there's still a few more rounds to go. All to play for.
All right, let's get into it. There's some big games this weekend, and let's start off with Chelsea against West Brom at Stamford Bridge. What have you gone for?
I've gone for 3-1 to Chelsea. 3-1. I think the obvious score would probably be 2-0, but I think West Brom, knowing that there's a final stretch now, 9 games left for them to save themselves, I reckon they're going to really try and get last 9 games to try and get as many wins as possible, and I can see them getting a goal from somewhere. I think they have played fairly well recently. They just a lot of the times haven't been able to get the results. I reckon they'll get a goal, but Chelsea will be way too strong for them, and I think they're in such good form, Chelsea. Although they did draw 0-0 against Leeds not so long ago, but I think they'll end up scoring 3 goals.
As you said, the most obvious scoreline is 2-0, and I've gone for 2-0.
Thought so.
I've gone for 2-0. Sim's gone for 3-1. I just think that it's going to be hard for this West Brom team to penetrate that Chelsea defence. They have been so solid since Tuchel has come in. So that's the reason I've gone 2-0. But let me know your score prediction for the Chelsea game in the comment section below. Leeds against Sheffield United. I've gone for 2-0 in that as well for Leeds.
2-0.
2-0 to Leeds.
2-0 Leeds, yeah. I think with Sheffield United, the no manager, Leeds, they won their last game. I think it was against Fulham, and they drew to Chelsea as well. So I think they're in decent form, and I think Leeds will win this one.
Yeah, I was flirting with more 3 or 4-0 even in this game, but I stuck with 2-0, same as you. But let me know your score prediction for the Leeds-Sheffield United game in the comment section below as we move on to Leicester against Manchester City.
I've gone for 2-1 to Man City.
Ooh, 2-1. I've gone for 1-0.
1-0 City. I thought 1-0, but I changed it last minute to 2-1. I think Leicester, they usually have a good record against Man City in terms of they beat them 5-2.
Yeah.
And we always give them a good game, and I can see them getting a goal from somewhere. Vardy getting in behind the City defence and getting a goal. But I think City, their run keeps rolling on, and I think they'll win this one 2-1.
Strange. You said you had 1-0 and changed it last minute to 2-1. I had 2-1 and changed it last minute to 1-0. So look, we'll see if the instincts pays off or the thinking pays off in this one. But look, I've gone 1-0. My brother's gone 2-1 to Man City. Arsenal against Liverpool. I've gone for 2-1 to Liverpool at the Emirates.
2-1. I've gone for 2-2.
2-2.
Desmond. I think Arsenal have been pretty good in these bigger games. Liverpool,
they have, yeah.
Liverpool, though they have a good away record, they still They have a good away record, but they're still vulnerable. And I could see Arsenal being in fairly decent form, maybe turning up and getting a couple of goals here. But I think Liverpool will exploit Arsenal's weak defence as well. So I've gone 2-2.
Yeah, I've gone 2-1 for a similar kind of reasoning, but I just think Liverpool will nick this one. I just think Liverpool will nick this one. I think Arsenal will come into this with their tails up a bit. I think they'll think they can get something out of this game, but I think their away form really will come through in this one. Southampton against Burnley.
I have gone for Southampton to win 2-1.
Ooh, I've gone for 1-1.
1-1.
I've gone for 1-1. I've got a feeling it could be a draw in this one. I think Southampton have just been on shocking form for a long time now. Mm-hmm. Burnley, you never really know what you're going to get with Burnley, to be honest. But I think Burnley will set up to frustrate at Southampton, and I think they'll come away with a point.
Yeah, I think a lot depends on who's fit for Southampton or not. But I think if they have, I'm not sure if Ings is going to be fit, but if he's fit with Shea Adams, I think the international break would have done them well. Get a good breather, a good break from club football, and maybe a chance to reset things, rethink things. And I think they'll come out from this international break, not firing, but better than they were. And I think they'll beat Burnley 2-1.
Newcastle against Tottenham, the big one. I've gone 2-0 Spurs.
I changed mine to 2-0,
Yeah.
I went 2-0 as well. Looking at Newcastle's injury list and how they're playing at the moment, I'll be very disappointed if we do concede, and we should have a couple of goals in us. Hopefully a similar performance to the one against Villa. We should have enough, although Newcastle know they're fighting for their lives here, so they're not going to make it easy. But I feel like as soon as we get if we do get that first goal, then I think Newcastle will find it very difficult to get anything out of this one.
Yeah, I think if we come in with the right attitude, I think we can win this game quite comfortably. Newcastle really struggling, and as we said in our preview last night, they're just stuttering towards relegation, aren't they? Sleepwalking towards relegation. I mean, they really are, and if they're going to somehow survive, they really need to pick it up very soon. But look, I've gone for 2-0 to Spurs. Let's move on to Villa against Fulham.
I've gone for 1-1.
Ooh, I've gone for 0-0.
0-0. I think Grealish is back, and
Is that a definite?
I think so. I think he's
been back for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I think he actually is back for this one. But Fulham are a good team, and I think even Villa, when they're playing at their best, I think when Fulham are on form as well, they're going to be a tough nut to crack. And I think they're going to want to bounce back from that defeat they had just before the international break. I think Villa have been on pretty poor form in terms of getting wins and goals recently. Obviously, they were pretty, I thought, insipid against us. They didn't really do that well. But with Grealish back, they'll probably get a goal from somewhere. But I've gone 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure if Grealish was going to be playing or not. I was assuming that he's not playing. And seeing as they struggle to score when he's not playing, Fulham just struggle to score in general. So that's why I've gone for 0-0. Man United, Brighton. I have gone for 1-0 to Manchester United.
1-0. I've gone 2-1 Man United. 2-1. Yeah, I think it'll be a close game. I actually think it'll be one of those games where Brighton will probably give it a good go and maybe come away a bit disappointed with the defeat. But I think Man United will just about have a couple moments of quality and get the ball and get it over the line. It'll be one of those shaky wins, I think. It'll be 2-1.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be a dull affair. I do think that Brighton will probably be the better footballing side on the day, but I think Man U will just about nick it with a bit of quality they got up front with Bruno Fernandes or what have you.
Exactly.
So yeah, I've gone for 1-0 to Manchester United. Everton against Palace. I have gone for 2-1 to Everton.
I got 1-0 Everton. 1-0 to Everton. I think they're not playing that well at the moment, Everton. Yeah. I think their football, a lot of the time they play that isn't great anyway, but I think with Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison there, they should find something. With Palace kind of in mid-table, not doing much, I can see them struggling to score. So
yeah, I mean their home form has been shocking this season. It really has.
Yeah,
Everton's home form. Yeah, so I mean, I was flirting with a draw in this game.
Me too.
But I think I'm just going to go for Everton to just about nick this one. But look, it could easily be a draw this game. It really could.
Yeah.
Last game of the weekend, Monday Night Football, is Wolves against West Ham. What have you gone for?
I've gone for 1-1.
So have I.
You also gone for 1-1.
I mean, I put a West Ham win in originally, but I was thinking, can they really keep it up game after game? I mean, they lost their last game, didn't they, West Ham?
They drew to Arsenal 3-0 after being 3-0 up, and they lost to United the one before that.
I just got a feeling West Ham are going to slightly fall off the rails a bit now.
I don't know if... I don't know if fall off the rails, but I don't think they'll keep up their incredible form they had.
That's what I mean by fall off the rails.
I don't think they're going to go on like a losing streak, but I think Wolves are a tough opponent, and I can see that
not on great form though.
Getting a draw in this one. They're not on great form, but they're still tough. There's always even when they lose, there's always very close games.
True.
So I expect Wolves to nick something out of this one and get a draw.
All right, so we've both gone 1-1 for that game. Only 3 games we've done the same scorelines this time. So getting better. But look, that is the Predict the Prem show. Let me know your predictions for this weekend's Premier League games in the comment section below. I'm on 74 points. Simeon's on 65 points. Let me know who you think is going to win this weekend's round. Hashtag either Team Ben or Team Sim in the comment section below. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.